Hi, this is Finn Lamborn, and I just got done messaging with a friend and basically wrote a sermon. And once I got done talking to him, I decided, you know what? I did just write a sermon, and so I'm going to preach it. This is going to be draft one, so, and that's okay. Draft one is better than draft zero. So the title is Sermon on the Precipice, in contrast to Sermon on the Mount. Today we stand at the precipice of salvation and destruction. I can either repent and turn back to God, or I can continue sinning and turn away from God. And I don't know how much longer I can stand on this precipice and not commit one way or the other. It's an all-in time in our lives. We are no longer on the mount close to God. We can no longer just lean in. It is time. I hear this in my dreams. I hear it on the streets. I hear it echoing from the river. It is time to heed this plea. It is time. It is time to change direction. It is time to take your neighbor's hand, and they take their neighbor's hand, and on down the line until every hand is held gently and courageously and tightly. It is time. It is time to join hands like we did as children, when we jumped into the water and jump in together. No one will not have a hand to hold. It is that simple. If we can find one other person to hold our hand and jump, they find one other person to hold their hand and jump, and they find one person to hold their hand and jump, and we can go on forever that way. That is how we will survive, and our next generation will survive, and the next, and the next. If I let go of your hand, you are now alone. No one wants to jump alone. Go to the water sometime, where children are playing and laughing and jumping in. Those who have a hand, whether seen or unseen, go gleefully toward the water. Those who are afraid of that, of what happens if the water is too cold, the water is too warm, or the water is even just right. There is not a right time. The only right time is now, Goldilocks. But I said that now 7 seconds ago. But the gift is that we always have now. We didn't miss anything. We still have now. It is time. So I'm not going to keep talking anymore. Do something now. Don't think about it. Don't think about what happens if. Don't think about what would make the biggest impact. Don't think about whether the time is right. It is time. Do it now.